Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurhanim binti Johari. My matric number 1191447. Thank you to my lecturer Dr. Hussein Azimi. In the subject of the LBF4032 is an application of Falak in worksheet. Today, I would like to presentation my article review. Is the title comparing accuracy of the modern and traditional calculation methods in the determination of prayer times in Malaysia. So enjoy. Okay, now I would like to introduction of the article. The title of the article is the comparing of the answering of modern and traditional calculation methods in the determination of prayer time in Malaysia. Means that in the article we can look and the result of comparison modern and traditional calculation. So next actor of article that's what's the type the article is. So this is Nurul Huda Ahmad Zaki. Next, Muhammad Zamri Zainuddin, Abdullah Karim Ali, Muhammad Saiful Anwar Muhammad Nawawi, Khadijah Ismail, Muhammad Abdul Niri, and lastly Raihanah Abdul Wahab. So the title of publication is One Journal of Research in Islamic Study. So the date of the journal, Vol 2 and 1 and 2 in the May to August 2014. This is from Department Usul of University of Malaya, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Next, we remove to another side is what the purpose of the article. The purpose of the article is about ancient and modern mathematical methods of determining prayer times in Malaysia. For in prayer in times Malaysia, we can analyze and compare in this article. So the customary methods known as a robot mu'jam as used to determine prayers hours. However, the contemporary calculation method as a legally supers the ancient method since the mid-19th century. The traditional approach is not longer used since it's implying to general descriptive methods, which make the calculation slow because it took long to compute the prayer time use the robot mu'jam manual. Despite the shortcomings of the traditional calculation approach, this should not be complete evidence because research questions are accurate of the modern calculation methods result. So we can see the analysis and comparison from modern and traditional calculation. So we can see what is a faster modern from modern or traditional calculation. Next, we move the main point of the article. What's main point from the article? First is we want to research on various time keeping in Malaysia. Means that in determine the prayers time of Zuhur, Maghrib, Isha, Subuh, and Asar. Second, from this article, this is comparison. So this is use the traditional methods and modern methods. So we use two methods, traditional method and modern methods to determination of the prayer times. Third, and the lastly is comparison of the two methods, which methods more accuracy of the determine of prayer times in Malaysia from the author of the article, and what is more accuracy to determine prayer times. Next, we can move to what the methods of research methodology in this article. So in my observation from this article, the article using qualitative or research methodology. The data relevant to the estimation of prayer time was accurate during the months of January and April 2011, and it is being analyzed using inductive analysis. Yes, inductive analysis is from the qualitative research methodology. The information is based on calculation from the 5 mandatory daily prayers periods from Zuhur, Asar, Maghrib, Isha and Subuh. Totally is 600 data points we can get from the prayer periods. The prayer periods were determined using two methods. It is traditional and the modern calculation. So traditional calculation is using the rubung jam, and then the modern methods based on the trigonometric formula. So in terms of the calculation concept of very fine prayer time and goods products since are these days. So we can know from the research problem can analyze what ways to use to analyze the article. Next, we go to the results and discussion from this article. First, as we know, there are two methods that can be used to calculate prayer time in Malaysia. First is the modern calculation and traditional calculation. The modern calculation is using the trigonometric formula, and then the traditional methods is use the rubung jam. Is a manual technique to know the prayer time. Second, about the result from the article, the calculation concept used in the traditional calculation methods guarantees the accuracy the prayer time because the calculated prayer time are based on the sun position of the particular latitude. And from the Abdul Halim study, you found that from the prayer time, except the Zuhur prayer time, for a mosque every day all year long, they are location where the time difference is more 2 minutes, and for the duration longer than half a years. They are location with different or more than 3 minutes. As we know, from the just 3 days in the years, the difference reached based on the data above. The author summarized that one of prayers occurring to the time that has been calculated based on the modern calculation methods will pray a few minutes earlier compared to the one prayers occurring to the time have been calculated based on the traditional calculation methods. The quantitative approach taken by early ulama in as advantage in the calculation prayer time because it's a guaranteed accurate result in the calculation of prayer time. So among of the aspect to be revised include the zone size, finding the sun, emphasize the line is in the zone of prayer time, finding the line of the same prayer times, as well as note calculating the prayer times based on a single latitude and the represents many longer district. So three result and discussion from the article is about the methods we use to be comparing from to know the prayer times, and as we know the traditional calculation is more accurate than modern calculation because even it's manual calculation, there is more advantage to everyone to prayer. That's all from me. In the calculation, I would like and I agree for the article. The traditional calculation methods is more accurate than the modern calculation method, even though the changing times and technology, because the traditional calculation is remain relevant and more accurate to determine of prayer times in Malaysia. That's all from me. Thank you for the listening my presentation. Thank you, Doctor, for enjoying my presentation and listening my article review videos. Sorry for my weakness, and wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.